Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG, and we're located on the south spawn of Lakeville. And the commander of this vehicle is squirrlynuts. Now, I don't know if that's an actual description that he does actually have squirrlynuts. No, I don't think that's possible. Yep, he's a well-known contributor to our video channel and he's driving the Hummel. Now, what can we say about the Hummel? Well, it's based on the chassis of a Panzer III-4. It's got a 15cm howitzer, very similar to the one on the Grilla, but it's actually, the top gun is slightly high power, but the stock gun is actually the same gun from the top gun of the Grilla. Now, squirrlynuts is aiming at the valley, and his first customer's turned up. It's a poodle. Round out. Whoa! What happened there? Well, he got a hit for 252 hit points, but it looked like somebody else ammo racked him a second later, a split second later. So the poodle's gone down. That looks like it blew his turret off. Okay, he's just sort of like resettled in a different position. And he's almost reloaded. It's got a 26.84 second reload on this one. Okay, looking at a Samur SM, the French Tier 8 Heavy, the new one with the autoloader. Lining him up for a shot and round out. Ooh, direct hit. 350 hit points. Good strike. Now, the thing is about the Hummel, although it hasn't got a great reload compared to the that's on the M44, it actually has got a comparable DPM, almost the same, not quite. The M44 is slightly better, but it's quite surprising that it takes 26 seconds to reload the Hummel, and yet its DPM is almost the same, which means probably getting more damage per shot than the M44 does. And I think you could see that because those first two shots were quite high value ones, 252 hit points and then 350 hit points, and somebody is pushing that dead poodle. Yep, you can see it, and he gets a shot into the Scorpion for 270 there. Yet somebody is definitely pushing that poodle. It's moving even though it's a wreck, and you can see the turret lying on the ground behind it. Yep, that poodle's moving. 20 feet of dead armor. I wonder which tank is pushing him. Oh, it's the Samur. Yes, there he is. Okay, now let's put a shell into him. Round out. Right into the front. 166 hit points. And behind him, he's got a T69 pushing him. And there's the Scorpion G again. Now the thing about the valley on Lakeville is you need to push. If you stay where you are right at the top at the ridgeline, you are going to get punished. But you need a team that's willing to push and push hard to overcome the defences. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go, but he can't see the target. There's the Scorpion. Okay, he can put a round into that. Or is he going to go for the Samur? Scorpion, Samur. Well, he's aiming for the Scorpion. Round out. Oh, he's taken out the Samur by mistake. He was aiming at the Scorpion, but he got 63 hit points of splash into the Scorpion, but it killed the Samur at 219 hit points. And now it looks like he's aiming for the T69. And there's a lot of action going on in the town. But that T69's up at the ridgeline taking a shot. Ah, wow! 253 hit points into the T69. He's tracked, he's stuck at the ridgeline, and he's stunned. But he's still firing shots. Okay, a Comet side on, and he's only got 239 hit points. I reckon one shot should be enough to deal with him. Okay, almost loaded. Now, round out. Oh, that's a kill shot. 239 hit points and the Comet's out the game. He's stuck too long at the ridgeline side on. It's the worst mistake you can make. You're giving your weakest armor, well, semi-weakest armor. The weakest armor would actually be the rear or the top of a tank, but he was giving side armor to squirrelynuts, and of course he took advantage of it. Okay, that LTG is a bit of a problem because he's spotting for his team. But it looks like the team in the town have actually succeeded. They've broken through and they're on their way to the cap. That T-69 is trying to use the Comet and the Poodle as extra armour. Round out. Well, the round goes between them, but I'm not sure if it did any damage to the T-69. But the rest of his team are almost at the enemy cap now. They're just coming up on it. T-69 is pushing forward on the ridgeline. He's now pushing. He realises the danger he's in. He might as well go for it, because if he doesn't, he's going to get killed anyway. And the Scorpions come round to do a shot, and squirrelynuts fires around him. He hits the Scorpion G and does 169 hit points of damage to the T-69. Or does he hit the Scorpion? No, I don't think he did. I think he did actually hit the T-69, but not the Scorpion. But there's the enemy Hummel. He's moved from the cap because obviously squirrelynuts' team have turned up there, and he needs to get out of there quick. But he's turned around to fight the guys behind him. And who's Squirrely going to go for? I think he's going to go for the Scorpion this time. Round out. And that's a kill shot. 584 hit points into the weak side armour of the Scorpion. Okay, we've got the LTG. There's the Hummel. And the Hummel's now pointing this way because the Ferdinand's come over the ridgeline. But the Ferdinand's been taken out by the LTG. And the LTG himself was taken out by the Revelarice, who's just coming up the behind the Hummel. There he is. And squirrelynuts fires around him, but the Revelarice took out the Hummel. And the battle is over. And it appears that the win 8 squirrelynuts got was 5-6-1-8. Very good. Okay, let's have a look at the end of battle results, and it's an ace tanker for squirrelynuts in the Hummel. He also picked up a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in that battle, and he got a Gore's medal because he did more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. Now, he came second on damage, 2,561 hit points. He came second when it came to kills with 3. And he came second when it came to base XP of 1,150. Not far behind that Revelarice, who was very successful actually, 1,208. That was a very good round. Squirrelynuts fired 11 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetrations, 3 splash damage. Did damage of 2,561 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 5 of the enemy, he killed 3 of them, and he did stun assistance damage of 1,210 hit points off 8 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 42,521 credits, and he got a personal reserves bonus of 21,261, along with the personal missions payout of 10,000, and that gave him a total for the battle of 73,782. And after ammunition resupply, and the ammunition for the 15cm gun is fairly cheap, he still had 61,462 credits. That's 6 times what you'd normally expect from somebody in a winning team. Just goes to show that how profitable the Hummel can be when it's put to good work. He managed to earn 1,150 base XP. He got a personal reserves bonus running there as well for 2,300, and that must be a 200%er. And he had a personal missions payout as well for the mission of 575, giving him a grand total of 4,025, and that was without a multiplier for the first victory of the day. So an exceptionally good battle. But as squirrelynuts says, in Death Valley, you don't poke or you'll suffer. If you poke and you push hard if you push hard on the valley and you push and break through, sometimes that actually works and you can actually get through. But if you just sit there at the ridgeline taking pot shots at the enemy, all that's going to happen is that you will get whittled away by the artillery, and so it's not a wise decision to just sit there at that ridgeline. You need to jump into the next side of the valley and start pushing the enemy away, and that way you can break through to their cap. In this particular occasion, squirrelynuts was able to hold them back until the rest of the team was able to break through on the city and the lake road, and that was it. It was all over for them at that point. So well done, Squirrely Nuts. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.